Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about another Mandamus lawsuit. This Mandamus lawsuit is specifically addressing naturalization. So we're going to take a look at this case. This was filed at the U.S. District Court for the District of Massachusetts, and a lot of the other cases we have seen was filed in the District of Columbia. This one is filed in the District of Massachusetts, and I believe it's because the plaintiff resides in Massachusetts. So here is the plaintiff, and they have listed a couple of defendants. So you have the Secretary for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Director of USCIS, and the Office of Attorney General. So when we have seen that when they file a Mandamus lawsuit, it looks like they list a couple of the defendants in their official capacity. Let's take a look. Like I said, it's the complaint for writ of Mandamus and also for the violation of the APA for regarding the petition for naturalization. All right, let's take a look at the complaint itself. It says this action is brought as a result of defendants. So, like I said, there's a couple of defendants that are listed for failure to adjudicate plaintiff's Form N-400. So we know what the Form N-400 is, right? So N-400 is the application for naturalization within a reasonable period of time. So it looks like this case has been pending for a total period of 8 years and 11 months. I mean, it's really unusual for an N-400 to last that long, application to last that long. So it says 8 years and 11 months, and the plaintiff has a clear right to adjudication of his application in a timely manner. So we're going to see what that timely manner is in a second. And it says that the INA requires USCIS to decide an application within 120 days of the naturalization examination. All right. They're saying that the defendants are in violation of the Administrative Procedures Act. And the USCIS has published a historical average processing time of 7.7 months, about 8 months for the adjudication of Form N-400 that were filed in 2017. So they're saying in 2017, it took about 8 months for the process, the N-400. But for him, for this person, they're saying that it took, the waiting over 8 years and 11 months. Yeah, that's a really long time. Not sure really what's going on there for that to take that long. And they're saying that the 13 times historical average processing time. And it's saying that the defendants has refused to provide any further explanation. They're not telling him what's happening, which could merit the need for 13 times historical average processing time. Further, the delay in making the decision in plaintiff's applicant extends well beyond the congressional guideline of 180 days for immigration benefit. It looks like, based on a statute, there is 180 days immigration benefit. And then here are the parties. So the plaintiff is a resident of Massachusetts. So that's the reason they have filed a case in Massachusetts. It looks like he does reside in Massachusetts, and he's a permanent resident. So he's applicant probably filed N-400 for the application for naturalization. And they, like I said, they listed a couple of defendants. So we have seen all the other ones that they do list a couple of the defendants for the Mandamus lawsuit. And they're saying the jurisdiction is to compel the defendants to perform the statutory duties. And they're saying the court has additional jurisdiction by the virtue of the Administrative Procedures Act. And they're saying the venue is proper for the District of Massachusetts. Like I said, I think it's because the plaintiff resides there, because most of the other ones we have seen are in the District of Columbia. So plaintiff has repeatedly requested defendants to make final decision on his application. So he initiated numerous inquiries with the USCIS directly and through the local senator. And they're saying that he has exhausted all his administrative remedies. They're saying the plaintiff has supplied the USCIS was documented to the plaintiff's eligibility for approval. He filed his, so let's take a look at factual allegations. It looks like he filed his application of N-400 in April of 2016. He completed his naturalization interview, and at the conclusion, they told him that he passed the interview. And November 1st of 2017, he attended a second interview scheduled by, it's kind of unusual, scheduled by USCIS to ascertain his participation in Rwandan National Congress. So I guess maybe that's why he's waiting so many years for naturalization. I don't know what they don't go into really specifics, but other than this is the only thing that the second interview is kind of unusual. Okay, they made numerous inquiries since 2017 with the USCIS directly and through a local senator. There's not resulted in any meaningful response from USCIS. No indication as to when the plaintiff will be scheduled for his oath ceremony. It's pending for 8 years and 11 months, and in normal times it takes about 8 months for an adjudication of an N400. They didn't provide any other explanation, and they're supposed to do it in 120 days. I guess it looks like. So they're saying that the count one is APA, and then also let's take a look at what they're requesting. They're requesting the court to remove jurisdiction from defendants to exercise its own jurisdiction of the plaintiff application and adjudicate the same. And also the court to enter an order mandating the times certain to adjudicate plaintiff's petition. All right. This is an unusual one. Well, thank you so much for listening. If you like this, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.